took you so long? What took you so long?
I had to run about 15 miles to get here.
15 miles earlier.
Hey, we're in a drought! Oh my god, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Rocky.
And I'm Rocky. Just kidding.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Esau.
And welcome to Kids Cool Premieres.
The show where we go over film history, film summary,
Film costumes.
and go to our local movie theater to get your reactions on the films you just watched.
This week, we're doing Creed.
Here's a quick summary of the Rocky movies. Careful, there's spoilers. Okay guys, back in the mid-1970s, Rocky is a guy who is down on his luck, has little motivation, and feels like a, what's the word they use? Bum. One day this all changes when he is given the opportunity of a lifetime by heavyweight champion Apollo Creed. Although he loses to Creed, he's able to go the distance and eventually beats him in the sequel. Adrian! In the third part, Rocky's trainer Mickey dies after Rocky brutally loses to the famous Mr. T.
I pity the fool.
After that, Apollo and Rocky become friends. Apollo agrees to train Rocky, and then Rocky eventually defeats Mr. T, regaining his strength and confidence back. In the fourth film, Rocky faces off against Drago, a powerful Russian boxer who claims to be the best in the world. Keep in mind that this is during the Cold War. In a boxing match with Apollo, Drago ends up killing him. Apollo! Which makes Rocky want to fight him, and then Rocky defeats him. And then Rocky gives this beautiful speech about how America and the USSR shouldn't be rivals, but friends. In the fifth film, Rocky retires because of all the brain damage done from the boxing. His son goes through his teenage years, he trains some guy named Tommy, and then he beats the heck out of him. That's it. Nothing else. 16 years have passed, and now Adrian is dead. Rocky owns a restaurant, and his son pays little to no attention to him. He feels like there's this beast inside him waiting to come out, so he decides to box again. Much like the first one, Rocky is given a chance to box the current heavyweight champion of the world, Mason the Lion Dixon. Although he loses to him, he feels better about himself because he went the distance. This new film, Creed, is a spin-off in where Apollo's son decides to fight with the help of Rocky. And there's your summary on the Rocky films. Here's the history on the Rocky films. Rocky was inspired by three boxers, Muhammad Ali, Rocky Marciano, and Chuck Wepner. Back in 1975, after watching the Muhammad Ali vs. Chuck Wepner fight, Sylvester Stallone writes Rocky in a span of 3 days. He pitches it to a bunch of studios until finally United Artists picks it up. Originally, they didn't want Stallone for the part, but he said he'd never forgive himself if he didn't try. They gave the movie a budget of $1.1 million because they didn't think a sports movie would do well. But come on, it's not only a sports movie. It's a movie with a lot of love, a lot of strength, and a lot of heart. The film was directed by John G. Avildsen and came out in 1976. It was nominated for 9 Academy Awards and won 3 of them: Best Director, Best Picture, and Best Film Editing. The film ended up making over $200 million. That's 200 times the budget! I feel like these movies are very interesting to watch because they feel real. I mean, I know Hollywood produces them, but they're very reflective of Stallone's life. In the first film, Rocky considers himself a bum, which is how Stallone felt when he wrote this. Later on, Rocky becomes rich and successful, just like Stallone does in real life.
Fun fact. For the first movie, the budget was so low that they didn't have enough money to pay extras. This is why you only see Adrian and Rocky in the ice skating rink, which I think was a lot cuter anyway.
The second film came out in 1979, and it was written and directed by Sylvester Stallone, as were 3, 4, and 6. This one was also distributed by United Artists, and it made about the same amount of money, but it was less successful with the critics. The third film came out in 1982, and was actually distributed by MGM. Why is this? In 1980, United Artists produced a film called Heaven's Gate. The budget of this movie was $44 million, and it only made $3 million. This was a tough hit for United Artists, who was owned by Transamerica Corporation at the time, and later sold to MGM to uphold their positive public image. This third Rocky film was very successful in the box office, but not so much in its ratings. Like all the Rocky films, this next film is very reflective of the times. Seriously, if you want to know what music people were listening to in 1982, go watch Rocky 3. If you want to know how people were dressed in 1990, go watch Rocky 5. And if you want to know the style of filmmaking of 1985, watch Rocky 4. The movie didn't do that well critically, but financially, it was a hit. The fifth Rocky movie was supposed to be the last in the franchise. It was written by Sylvester Stallone and directed by John G. Avildsen, the guy who directed the first one. This movie was neither financially nor critically successful. I feel like it's because it was missing the Rocky part of it, the fight at the end. We had this guy named Tommy fighting the entire time, but no Rocky. We were missing one of two things. We got the emotion, but we didn't get the fight. In 2006, Rocky Balboa came out. And even though the fifth one was said to be the last, Sylvester Stallone said he owed it to the fans to give them a proper conclusion. This one is written and directed by Stallone, and just like the first one, he had a lot of trouble getting the money for it. It cost $24 million to make, and it made over $200 million, surpassing MGM's expectations. Finally, in 2013, Ryan Coogler signed on to MGM to direct a Rocky spin-off. This was followed by the success of Fruitvale Station, which I loved. It was an awesome mix of smart and entertainment at the same time. We are very excited to see this film just because of that. The Rocky films are ones that have been in our culture for about 40 years now. I grew up watching these films with my parents, and I hope this new film gives this new generation an idea of what a Rocky film really is. And now, costume time with Jessica.
Hi guys, for this video I'm going to show you how to do a couple really simple Rocky and Adrian costumes that you could probably do with clothes that you have at home. I'm doing Rocky's casual outfit that you see him wear in 1, 2, and 5, and Esau is doing his training outfit that you see him wear in 1 and 6. The most iconic piece of his outfit is his black fedora, which he wears in almost every movie. Remember that if you're going to wear it, you have to wear it with the brim facing up. On both outfits, Rocky wears a lot of layers. For this one, he wears a black leather jacket over a gray v-neck sweater and a black shirt. For the pants, I'm just wearing black straight-legged jeans. His shoes are just a short black motorcycle boot. I had these in my closet, but they're too long. So if you have more of a shorter one with a little bit of a heel on it, that would be the kind of shoe he wears. In some scenes, Rocky is also wearing black leather fingerless gloves, which were popular in the late 70s and 80s. For his training outfit, he wears a lot of layers again. He wears a black beanie, and then he wears all gray outfit, which is gray sweatpants, a gray sweatshirt, and a gray shirt on top, all tucked into the pants. He also wears a blue fabric around his neck to keep his neck warm, like a scarf. You can use any fabric. I have this shirt that we just folded up and put around the neck. He also wears wraps around his hand. We have actual wraps that I got from my dad, but I'm sure you can use any type of fabric and wrap it around your hand. For his shoes, he wears black high-top Chucks, which were used a lot for running back in the day. Esau's not wearing them in the video because we didn't have any, but those are the shoes that he would wear. I originally wanted to dress up as Adrian, but I didn't have enough pieces to make her costume, so I just did Rocky, because I wanted to do something simple that I could just get from my own clothes. If you did want to dress up as Adrian, one of her outfits would be the outfit that she wears at the end of the first movie, which is just a black suit with a white shirt, and the red beret, which is the only thing that I couldn't find for the outfit. You can do the look that she does when she goes on her date with Rocky, which is just a large brown overcoat that goes down to the knees. She wears a green beanie and I think a black skirt. The most important thing would be the cat eye glasses. If you can get the glasses, you can sort of mix around with the clothes and you'd still look enough like Adrian. And the glasses are the thing that I could not find, so if I wasn't going to do the glasses, I couldn't do the costume. All of these things we found in our own closets. So if you want to make these costumes, we recommend you look in your own closet or in your parents' closet or go to a thrift store. Or if you don't mind spending a little bit of extra money, you can go and look at the regular store. Good luck.
And that's it for the Rocky films.
Hopefully that helps when you go watch Creed.
Now let's go watch Creed.